So today we will discuss another a session on the Brhad Bhagavatamrita about another Bhakta. I will continue with that. So to start with the prayers to Sanatana Goswami. Vairagya Yug Bhakti Rasa Prayatne Apayayan Mam Anabipsum Andam Krupambudirya Paradukka Sanatanam Tam Prabhum Ashrayami. This is from Vilapa Kusumanjali, verse 6. Translation: I take shelter in him, my master, Sanatana, an ocean of grace, sorrowful only because of others' sorrow, who induced me, although I was blind and unwilling, to drink the rasa of bhakti combined with vairagya. Srila Sanatana Goswami ki jai. So we are discussing Brihad Bhagavatamrita. It is essence of Bhagavatam written by Srila Sanatana Goswami, and it has two cantos. We are discussing the first canto. We are in the chapter 3, 4, 5, Bhakta, the devotee. So this is the genealogy, and Brihad Bhagavatamrita, how it got manifested. Actually, Jaimini Rishi was narrating this to Janmejaya, and that discussion, and he was giving this sweet pastime, which is the supplement of Mahabharata, right? And the discussion between the Parikshit and Uttara. So when Uttara asked Parikshit Maharaj to narrate the whole the katha, what he heard from Shukadev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj, he was in the last end moment after hearing from Shukadev Goswami. He was waiting for the death, because that 7 days and 7 nights, he had a curse, right? So he was waiting for the death, and then when that minute Uttara came and asked out of love for her, for affection for her mother, for his mother, and also she is asking to narrate where he can actually remember Krishna, and whatever he received mercy from his guru, that is Shukadev Goswami, he wanted to give back, right? When we hear something, when we understand something, when we share that with someone, that is the perfect hearing, they say. There are actually 4 stages that in the hearing. So he is narrating and he is asking her to be attentive. Like that, we also, faithfully will let us be attentive and hear this katha. So the first chapter in that the first one is the Bauma, that on earth. So actually Narada Muni, he will be witnessing one Brahmana in Prayag who will be worshipping a Saligrama Shila, and the way he is worshipping, seeing that with so much of opulence, and then after that, treating everyone, uh, 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 taking care of all the Brahmanas and rishis over there, feeding them. This made Narada declare that he is the most dear. So this first chapter is what basically searching for who is the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. So through Narada, we are actually going from one place to another place, because one devotee, he goes and he actually he glorifies the other, and that's how Narada Muni is going, and with him we will also see. So the Brahmana, when he sees, when Narada Muni looks at it, he will say that, you are the most dear, to Krishna, and you are the recipient of Krishna's mercy. Then uh, uh, Brahmana will say, I'm actually a very wretched person, and what charity or the devotion that I can offer to Lord, because the wealth that I have is very limited. The charity that I'm doing is only for a day, and the devotion that I have is very little. And then he will glorify one king in South India and saying that he's a great ruler, and a great ruler of that the whole place, and he also has all the temples in that. Not just that, it's a every day is a celebration over there, and he feeds everyone every day. So basically, Brahmana is only feeding one day, and whereas a king is feeding everyone, and he himself is like praying. So this is how the Brahmana will glorify the king. Now we'll see. Um, um, King will glorify. He'll go to king, and then king will say that he's just a human being with a very short lifespan, very little opulence, and little to give to others. He doesn't have any independence. He's always attacked by fear of this threefold miseries. What are the fold miseries? Adi Bhautika, Adi Adhyatmika,
Adi Daivika.
Daivika. Yeah. So is with these three miseries, he'll say, "What can I offer?" So when Narada Muni comes and then sees, witness this, he'll say, I am not so much. You should go to heaven. So now from earth, uh, uh, Narada is going to heaven. Why? Because king is referring to the demigods. Because the demigods is saying all the demigods. In fact, first he says all the demigods, they can bless anybody, they can go anywhere, they can travel anywhere, and they have drank this amruta, right? All this, and then he will also talk about Indradev. Specifically Indradev, he is the chief of all the demigods, and he can curse, bless anyone in this universe. They are all like especially Indradev can travel with his horse Uchaishrava and then elephant Airavata, right? And those two came from Chabai. From where? These two we discussed through. Where did they come from? Airavata and Uchaishrava, horse and
Palasamudram, Mataji.
Palasamudranlo. Thank you, Mataji. Yes. So and then there's this Parijata, which is a fulfilling desire tree, and Vamana Deva is his younger brother. So the king glorifies Indradev, and Indra is the recipient of Krishna's mercy. So uh, then when Narada Muni comes to Indra Loka, and then he himself witnesses whatever king says, and then again Narada Muni glorifies Indra, that I can see that your Vamana Deva is like sitting so nicely and taking all your worship so nicely, and so true that what king said. So for that, Indra will say, must be maybe you're making fun of me. You know very well, and you heard very well that I usually uh, fear of this particular Indra position, and I always in the fear of that Daityas, and I run here and there, and you think that Krishna is coming for my prayers to take my offerings. No, it is not true. They are coming. He's coming for their parents who are there. They are Aditi and Kashyapa, and also for my Guru Maharaj, they are coming. And when so all this we saw, right? For everything, he's like uh, giving a contrary that no, what you are thinking is not true. Even the Parijata flower and the Sudharma hall that was there with me, that was also taken away by Lord. If I'm the great recipient, then why did Lord do this? Why did Vrajavasis, he asked Brajavasis to worship Govardhan instead of me. They were worshipping, they were giving me offerings. I was very happy with that. Then why did he changed, right? So all this he will say, and definitely he says, I am not the one. And I also, then he also talks about how he um, um, Lord destroyed this Amaravati and created a new, city called Vaikunta. So all this he says, and whom did he glorify next? Whom did he glorify? Indra. Anybody who attended last two classes? I think in the last week also I gave this. Uh,
Shiva?
no.
Brahma mataji.
Yes, Brahma. Yeah. So he'll say it's your father is a great recipient. Why? Because Brahma was born from the navel of which Vishnu? Garbhodayi, Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, right? And he says, I am only like one Indra, but in one, 14 Indras come and go in one day of Brahma. And then think about Brahma's the duration. It's like he lives for this is one day of Brahma, 14 Indras, and his duration is 100 years. So how many Indras will come, right? So I'm very insignificant. So basically Indradev is telling, you are saying I am the recipient, but not me. It's a Brahma. And you are thinking that my Vamana Deva is coming to take my offerings, like in terms of worship and all. But Mahapurusha is actually residing. Mahapurusha is the Ishta Devata of Brahma. So he is residing in Brahma's planet only, and then he's very happily, very and taking all the offerings and giving so much of joy to all his rishis and devotees. Is saying. Then now Narada Muni will go to Brahmaloka. Hmm? From earth to heaven, heaven to now he is in a Brahmaloka. He'll see um, what Indradev told, and then he'll start glorifying Brahmadeva, and Brahmadeva will become um, very ashamed, and he'll say, first thing he's like a son, father to Narada Muni, right? So he'll say, didn't I teach you? Why are you saying me that I am the creator and everything? I'm not at all the creator. It's actually Mahamaya, the Yoga Maya who does all this. And then he talks about what all the faults that he has. We saw that, right? First, he'll talk about his whole team, and then he'll talk about himself, that how he disobeyed or disrespected or made Krishna unhappy by taking the calves and the gopas, hided, right? He hided, na. So all those things he'll say, and so definitely I am not. In fact, I have given so much pain to my Lord. So definitely I'm not the great recipient of Krishna's mercy. And now he glorifies. He glorifies who? He refers who? I think we discussed last week. Can anybody say? Brahma refers and glorifies another devotee. Who is that?
Shiva mataji.
Yes,
Shi-
yes, yes. Yes, Mataji, thank you. Yeah. So now Brahma is glorifying Lord Shiva, and he'll say why. So because um, he's Shiva is like friend of all being, and always absorbed in pure love of Krishna, and he's he's also like if you see his form and all, he's very renounced with so much of divine power, and when he dances in ecstasies, it can destroy the universe. And Lord has empowered both Shiva and Parvati, and with what they can grant, they can give mukti and also bhakti, liberation and devotion. So, and Lord always tolerates any offense that Shiva makes, and always. So for that, we saw how these couple of pastimes of Lord Shiva. We saw Tripura demon, Brikasura, and Brahma is saying that Lord Rama and Parashuram, they worship the incarnations of Lord Vishnu, that is Lord Rama and Parashuram. They worship Shiva, and they glorified Lord glorified Shiva by by making him drink this deadly poison. Basically, Lord Vishnu was there. He could have done this, but then he wanted to glorify his bhakta. So he wanted to uh, give that supreme power to him and make him great. So he asked him to drink that poison and saving the world, and all the demigods, praised him. And that's what Krishna says. That is what even the other Vaishnavas also say, right? A true Vaishnava, Maharaj says, a true Vaishnava is he feels happy, he feels joy, he feels blissful when he sees other Vaishnava getting glorified. So now here in the in a Brahmaloka, we saw how Brahma is glorifying Lord Shiva. Now Narada Muni goes to this Prapanchatita, beyond the material world, so that he crosses that 7 layers of that world, and then he goes on the top. And when he goes there, uh, Lord Shiva is with his Ishtadev. So every devotee, if you see, they have one Ishtadevata, right? Or each one has a Ishtadevata. Like Indradev had who? Whom was he worshipping? Isht. Whom was he worshipping? Indradev? Vamana Deva, his own younger brother. Right? And then Brahma, Mahapurush. And then here, Sankarshana, Shiva is worshipping Lord Sankarshana. So he was dancing and he was also praising his devotees and wife and everyone. And then now Narada says that Shiva, you are uh, you know, you, you are the chief recipient, you are the great recipient of Krishna's mercy, because you dance so well, you chant so well, because in every temple, what is Lord Shiva in is chanting? Anybody? He keeps saying Ram, 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 right? So he'll say that, yeah. And to uh, make Shiva happy, Narada Muni says that Om Namah Shivaya, and make him. But then Shiva gets angry. So Shiva gets angry. Mm, you 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 are saying that I am the um, receiver of mercy, but I am not. But of course, Narada Muni will glorify him by saying that Banasura's thing, and then Chitraketu, the pastimes, um, and how Lord gives this divine powers to both this divine couple, Shiva and Parvati, to bless anybody. That's why if anybody wants any uh, either material or spiritual, right? If you want quickly, we would go to Shiva. If we go to Krishna, Krishna is very tough. It's not easy to get Krishna's mercy easily. But Shiva's mercy is very quick. And uh, so yeah, so he says that's what he did, right? Shiva, to anybody who praised or who danced or who worshipped him for did some tapasya, he gave any Yeah, here only have put Banasura Chitraketu. And in Chitraketu, to um, uh, he actually teased. I mean, he mocked at Shiva, but Shiva did not get any. He did not get any angry on Chitraketu, right? He forgave him. So no, Lord Shiva is telling, "Oh, Narada Muni, you are really, it's your words are like paining my heart. You are thinking that I am the recipient, but actually I'm the root of false pride, bounded by this ignorance. Whereas, the Lord is very pure and prideless. And he says that you are thinking I'm the giver of mukti, this knowledge, but I'm just an instrument. So humble, right? Though he's doing, but he's saying I'm just an instrument of the Lord. And then he refutes, whatever observations that Lord Brahma and Lord Narada narrated. If that is the case, then why, this is a Shiva, he's, refuting. He's saying then when Aniruddha took Usha from Banasura palace, he fought, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu fought with me. When
Huh?
taking the part in the
ఏంటి
victory, then by his order, by Hare Krishna, by
సారీ
his order, I appeared as Shankaracharya to spread the Mayavada and to test people's devotion. So why did Lord made me all this? So that shows that I'm not Krishna's uh, recipient, mercy, recipient of mercy. And then you actually see that if really true devotees, they'll feel very distressed um, when they see that I am the supreme. mm, and they may forget our eternal service to Krishna. So Shiva is like becoming very humble, and he's refuting all his thing. Now Lord Shiva, he's glorifying the Vaikuntha, and in the Vaikuntha he glorifies all the Vaikuntha people. And then we saw how Parvati glorifying Sri Lakshmi. And when Narada was about to go to Vaikuntha, then Shiva says, "Don't go to Vaikuntha, but go to the place where um, the devotee stays, because wherever there is devotees are there, that is where Lord lives." And where does he refer? Whom does he refer? Shiva? He'll refer to
Sri Krishna Mataji.
Prahlad Maharaj. He
Prahlad.
referred to Prahlad Maharaj, Bhakt, Prahlad. And here we saw each one thing, and I think recent movie in the sense, yeah, few months, but still there in our mind. And always when we sing uh, two times at least in our home or in the temple, three times, uh, we glorify, we'll get to know how Prahlad Maharaj greatness, right? So. So from birth itself, Prahlad Maharaj, he was so pure, innocent, and he had so much love for Krishna. And mm, the best part that Prahlad says here, like when Shiva is saying, Prahlad, he was only praying when Lord was asking him, "What do you want?" He was saying only, "I want to serve you birth after birth. Uh, I desire nothing else." This was the prayer, Prahlad's prayer. There was another thing that he did was he asked to forgive his father, right? So yeah, and then he'll also say because of Prahlad's devotion, uh, Vamanadev, he remained in Sutala as Bali Maharaj's doorkeeper, honoring Prahlad's lineage. And then he also liberated Hiranyakashipu. This is all happened because of Prahlad's devotion. So Shiva is glorifying Prahlad in so many ways, and he also said, "I was there, when Narsimha appeared for Prahlad, and he was angry, and nobody could make him, uh, come out of that anger. And only Prahlad was able to go, and he embraced him like a mother. So all this, Shiva says. Now, Narada Muni cannot, stand. He'll go to Prahlad, and he'll see all the Prahlad thing and appreciates. And Prahlad also remembers. There's one part of that I missed out is the gratitude. Um, Maharaj says that I'm also adding, you know, His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj's uh, class. In class, he discussed about some points. So I'm adding all those things so that it makes us understand how deeply we have to hear this and understand and implement, and know that each devotee, how they are glorifying, and uh, how we should also glorify. So here, Prahlad is remembering his spiritual master, and with so much of gratitude. Usually in the material world, what we always see someone, uh, glorifying themselves, and they'll be very happy. But here, one thing is, they are not happy when they are glorified. Though whatever observations by another devotee is true, still they are with a humble, they are opening up their art and showing what all the faults they have. And in this case, especially Prahlad Maharaj is remembering everything what his spiritual master did. What whereas what do if somebody does something, we don't remember, but what we do we remember, right? So Maharaj is saying that is what the material world. So spiritual world is a reverse. In spiritual world in the sense, in the wherever the devotees are there, that is a spiritual world. So their devotees, what do? They glorify, and with so much of um, gratitude, they'll remember and they'll be thankful till their life, till their last breath, what others did. But what they did, they don't. So like Prahlad did so much for his classmates, for his father, for his mother, or for his grandchildren, son. But he doesn't remember all those things, but only he was remembering how much his Guru Maharaj did. So, yeah, this we heard. And then this is where the real class starts. I'm sorry, I, I don't know, I took too much time in the beginning. I think from next time onwards, I'll start from where I end. So now Narada Muni is glorifying Prahlad Maharaj because he is witnessing, he's seeing, and when he says that, I was there too, when Narsimha Dev, when he appeared, he disregarded everyone, and he was so pacified by your devotion, your love, your, that prayers. and and I saw you how Lord embraced you like a mother, and licked you with so much of affection. And then he also shares the another pastime. Narada Muni shares another pastime where, in the Naimisharanya, Prahlad Maharaj actually fights with our Lord, and then both will be both will be winning, no one will be losing. And finally, somehow Lord will reveal, and Prahlad will feel so bad, so pathetic. He'll say, Lord, please, please forgive me. And because I have told that, I'm going to fight you and I'll kill you. So now how can I come out of that? And then Lord will say, I'm already like, uh, lost in your, with your prema, with your love. So now Narada Muni, with all this, he's saying, this is so sweet. Oh Prahlad, I will never leave you. By your devotion, even Daksha's curse cannot affect me. So this is one Vaishnava, Narada Muni is another pure devotee. He's telling to one more bhakta, that Prahlad, and he's telling, I don't want to leave you, because with your love, uh, with your mercy, even I can be under your shelter and get Krishna's mercy. I think in the next one also it says, and he's saying, even the Daksha curses me, it doesn't affect me. Where did Daksha curse? Daksha can be taken, the Shiva's thing, or Takshak is the snake. So Krishna, Narada Muni is saying that that won't. So that's how Vaishnavas will help, will protect. So we should always be in the association of Vaishnavas. Now Prahlad Maharaj, he cannot say anything to his Guru Maharaj. He's like a child, right? But he says. Um, Please, reconsider, this, what you said, Guru Maharaj, uh, because he says that Lord Narasimhadev, of course, Lord Narasimhadev protected me. He appeared. And by his causeless mercy only he came and he protected me in so many incidents, right? But when he appeared, he disappeared immediately. And he lost the chance to serve him. Prahlad lost chance to serve him. So he's saying, though Lord appeared, it was just a fraction of seconds, right? Just for a moment, and then Lord disappeared because his leela was that, to protect, to kill Hiranyakashipu. So and he says, you please consider Hanumanji. Why? I I remember Lord, right? I remember Lord, but uh, Hanumanji served. So who is great? Remembering is great, serving is great. Hare Krishna. Remembering is great, serving is great.
Serving Mataji.
Yeah, when it is compared like this, it is serving. Yeah, because we will be taking the name, but then that's the meaning of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra also, right? We will be chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The meaning of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is to eagerly waiting to serve Srimati Radharani and Krishna. So when the service is there, that is the topper. So here Smaranam. So what are the nine types of devotional service? What all we saw? Can anybody say from the beginning? Today to full bol diya maine. I said the whole thing. So now you all can tell. Okay, 9 types of devotion. What are the 9 types of devotion?
Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Atmanivedanam, Sakyam, and Atmanivedanam.
Atmanivedanam, yeah. So Shravanam, who is doing Shravanam here? Who is hearing this?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Parikshit Maharaj heard now, actually, in the conversation. Who is hearing?
Shukadeva Goswami.
Ardham.
No? He's glorifying. Who is narrating this whole thing?
Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami.
Uttara. Shravanam, she is hearing, no? Yeah. So Parikshit Maharaj is telling and Uttara is hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so second answer, I told her. Smaranam is...
Shukadeva Goswami.
And also Narada Muni.
Kirtanam. That's Smaranam.
Smaranam, even Narada Muni also comes, he's remembering and he's coming. And here also we are seeing Smaranam Prahlad. And who is serving? Not Pada Sevanam, but Hanumanji is serving. Okay. Yes, Mataji. We'll see further. Till the last, we'll go and see what all we could witness, right? So here Prahlad is very eager. He is not keeping. So this is how we all should be, that whenever somebody praises, we should give that praise to first thing to Guru Maharaj or to any Vaishnavas. It's not just simply pass on, but with wholeheartedly we should pass on. And he's discussing now the Hanumanji. And yeah, he diverted all praises to Hanumanji. And he's saying, oh, Hanumanji, Mataji, we'll go a little detail today. Is that okay about Hanumanji? So glorifying Hanumanji is another sweetest thing. But all of you should participate, please. Huh? Yeah. So Hanumanji, so here Hanumanji is born of Anjana and Anjaneya. That is he's also son of Vayudev and Kesari. So now Prahlad is talking about how all the demigods, including Brahmaji, blessed and gave the benediction to Hanumanji. So can anybody say, first starting with Brahma, what did Brahma give to Hanumanji? Okay, Brahma he gave a long life, as long as he wants up to Brahma's age, and he can change his body according to his own, whatever the way he wants, for the service of the Lord. So where do we witness this, Matajis? Like he was changing his body. Where did we witness this? In his service to Lord
He'll
Rama.
take Mataji Hari Krishna. He'll take Sukshma Roop like Surasa Rakshasi Notlok
Yeah.
went.
While crossing the ocean, no? He
Yes,
was
Masa.
becoming
Yes,
big, small,
yeah,
and
Mataji.
everything. Huh?
Yeah,
And over
correct.
there
Mataji.
also in the entrance of Lanka, right? With
Yes,
the
yeah,
Lanka.
Mataji Hari Krishna.
So yeah, thank you, Mataji. Then yeah, that's the benediction that he got from Lord Brahma. Now, what did Indra give? So Indra gave, he made Hanuman's body as like, thunderbolt, and nobody can attack.
Yes, Mataji. Vajra Sarira. Vajra Sarira.
Then what did Surya Dev give?
Gnana, Mataji, Gnana.
Yes, he gave a Gnan, and also he gave the 100 times of effulgence, that, the light, that bright. That's why when you see the Hanumanji, is 100 times like, the Kanti, ఏమంటారు?
Velugu.
And he also, Surya Dev became a teacher, kada? He became a teacher and he taught everything. And then what did Varuna give?
Strength, Mataji.
Varuna Dev.
Did he give strength, Mataji?
No, he actually, because Varuna Dev is a demigod of water, right? Water. So he said there won't be any danger when he's in the water body. So that is why while crossing the ocean also, he was able to cross the ocean. Then what did Yamaraj give? Yamaraj, you all are making note, I hope, at least in mind. So Yamaraj, he said he'll never see any punishment, and he'll never become any sick or ill of any disease, of any kind of a disease. So that is what Yamaraj, because if you get sick, if any punishment, then a person will go to him, right? So Yamaraj gave that. And what did Lord Shiva give? Shiva, he immuned his body, that is immune of death, from Lord Shiva and anyone similar to Indradev. Now, what did Lord Vishnu give? What did Lord Vishnu give? Try now.
He will become a devotee of him, Mataji?
Yay! Yes, he'll become a greatest. He said you will be the great devotee. So if Krishna says that, then there is no saying back, right? What did Agni Dev give? Agni Dev gave fire can never harm you. So that is why there is one witness that we could see. Where did fire couldn't harm
ఆ,
Hanuman?
Yeah,
అప్-
Lanka
అంటే
Dahana.
వాళ్ళు లంక ముందు మంటిచ్చేస్తారు కదా మాతాజీ
Ah,
వాళ్ళు అప్పుడు ఆయనకు ఏం చల్లగా ఉంటది ఆయన డ్రీమ్స్.
correct. So the two things happens. One is when his tail is tied with a cloth and then burned, right? Actually, it seems Sita Devi gets to know, and she'll pray Agni Dev, if at all, if I've done any little service to Rama, if I'm, chastity, if I have, if I've not thought about anybody else except Rama, Lord Rama, then please, take care of him. So that is why Agni Dev went, and then, he did not affect. And also, Hanumanji had, and that's how. Then, when Hanumanji was like, felt that, there's no fire, that burn thing is happening, that feeling of that burn. So he felt that, this is a mother. Mother Sita must be praying for me. So nice. And that's how we should remember. If uh, something a big thing has become a very small thing, some big problem got solved with a small thing, or or any big problem is a became a small. We should think it's maybe our Guru Maharaj or our some devotee has prayed, or our parents have done something. That is why we are in this bhakti and all, right? And in the last Mataji, the last one, Vishwakarma, he also immuned Hanumanji from the celestial weapons. So, can anybody summarize what all the benedictions he got? At least one by one. So, Brahma, he gave a long life, and he also made him to change his body whenever he wants to, especially in the service of Lord. Of course, Hanumanji was always in the service of Lord Ram. Indra gave his body like a thunderbolt, and then
విష్ణు భక్తి.
Surya Dev became a teacher, and he also gave that effulgence. Varuna Dev made him that water protected. Any kind of a danger will not affect, especially in the water. And then Yamaraj made him that he will never become sick or any disease. Imagine if we don't become sick or any disease, we will be always on the bed sleeping, no? But but Hanumanji was always like uh, was always serving Lord Rama. And Lord Shiva immuned his immune of death from himself and then by anyone. Lord Vishnu made him great devotee. That is the benediction he gave. Agni Dev said he will never harm him, and Vishwakarma immune from the celestial weapons. So this is how this uh, Hanumanji became so much power when he was small baby. He was troubling all the rishis and others. So that the sages, with the permission of their parents, without any angry, they cursed Hanumanji not to forget everything, so that when he becomes big, when it is really a necessary, that is when he should remember his this all his benedictions and his power, right, at the right age. So and then Prahlad continues that how Hanumanji was so fearless in serving the Lord, and that's why Lord Rama, he gave the ring, to show it to Mother Sita. And then Jamavan, this is another one. Cross the ocean, console. Yeah. Sita Devi burned Lanka. So yeah, Hanuman, Prahlad is saying that he crossed the ocean, he consoled Sita Devi, he burnt Lanka, he destroyed Ravana's fort, right? And so many things, he did, and then he embraced. Rama embraced Hanumanji for finding Mother Sita. And how did this happen? There's one intimate pastime, Sita Devi will share, because Rama should believe, no, that Sita Devi is still living, and Hanumanji had never seen Sita Devi. So when he goes and says that, I saw Sita Devi, what is the proof now? For Sita Devi, to admit that it's a Lord Rama's servant, sent servant. Hanumanji showed Rama's ring. So now Sita Devi will narrate one sweet pastime. Once Lord Rama will be sleeping on Sita Devi's lap, the one crow will peck on her body, on her breast, I think. And that crow is actually, what's his name, Mataji? He is Indradev's son.
Bakasura.
Kakasurudu Mataji.
No. What is Indradev's son name? Okay, Deva, no. Jayant. Yeah. So, he'll chastise her, and so just for that, Lord Brahma, he'll use Brahmastra. And then this Jayanti will go everywhere, and finally he'll come and ask for forgiveness from Ram only. And then Sita Devi, she's a mother, no? So she'll say, yeah, please forgive. But Brahmastra is Brahmastra. Once it is thrown, that means it cannot be returned like that. So because he came as a crow, so one eye will be destroyed. So it's that's why the crow is always sees from only one eye. Is a saying. And then he also brought Gandhamadan mountain to save Lakshman. So this thing happens Indrajit, he'll come, and when he fights, right, he'll use the weapons given by the Brahma. So all the whole army, except Vibhishan and Hanuman, will be all touched, but all are kind of killed. So Indrajit will think that okay, everybody is killed, and he'll celebrate that victory. But Jambavan, actually, he'll remind, he'll say, Vibhishan, he'll ask Vibhishan, is Hanumanji there? Is he alive? And Vibhishan will be wondering, why of all the person Hanumanji? Why not Ram? Why not Lakshman? So then this Jambavan will say, if Hanuman is alive, then there will be a victory. Then he can save. Then otherwise it will not be. So then when Vibhishan says Hanuman is alive, but Hanuman will be little unconscious. So he'll come to life. He'll become conscious, and then Jambavan will say, Jambavan, he knows everything, every knowledge he has, because he's a very old. Also, there was one word they said I missed out. So he says, he orders, or he says, Hanumanji, go and get the Gandhamadhan mountain. In that, this Sanjeeva Karana and then Vishali Karana. These are the two herbs. oh, and he has to get it for to save all the people. So he goes and gets, and he's saying, he carried Lord Rama and Lakshman to Rameshwaram, and he built this bridge. What is that bridge? uh, from
Setu,
Ramasetu Mataji.
Ramasetu.
Ramasetu. That was 100 yojanas wide and 800 yojanas long. Anybody, what is the one yojana? The one yojana is equal to how many kilometers? It is 12 to 13 kilometers. So imagine how big it is. And then, so he actually takes lead, take care of this bridge construction. Of course, all the Hanumans will be there, but he is like a leader. And then you also got this Sanjeevani and Vishalya herbs to restore life that we discussed earlier. So the yeah. Mm. So it's saying Ram personally challenged Ravan and killed him. So Prahlad is glorifying him with with unlimited pastimes and pastimes of Hanumanji. And he's saying when Vibhishan came to Lord Rama's army, because Ravana being, Ravana's army, Ravana rejected, right? Because he was all the time supporting and not supporting Ravana, but supporting Ram and asking Ravana to, send back Sita Devi, but he was not. So he really got wild and he rejected. So when Vibhishan came to Lord Rama, who all were like against Vibhishan, like he's at the demon's side, and maybe he's coming to see what all the powers we have to understand our army structure and all. But then Hanumanji was the only one person who says, who supports and who says, I saw him when I went to Lanka, Sri Lanka, when I went to Lanka. I saw he's the only one who was praying you. Rest all were like, demons. So when he says Lord Rama simply accepts Vibhishan, and then he's the one finally united Ram and Sita. Of course, all the all the monkey soldiers were there. Sugriva was there. There were so many, or even Vibhishan was there. But it's always if we see that hero, it was Hanumanji. So he says you should go to Hanuman. And where does Hanuman stays? He stays in this Kim Purusha, you should go. So Prahlad asks, come, let's go, because you know it. Yeah, you go, you know it. So let's go. But Hanumanji says, no, 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 I don't want to come. One second, Mataji. Yeah, so when Narada Muni hears this, all these things, so he'll be crying and he'll be so nice. You'll already thinking about how do I go to this Kim Purusha. Of course, he can just think about it and then he can go to that place. So here, Narada Muni is crying by hearing this whole thing. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Maharaj says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, one chants the holy name and sees the good things in others, and if he doesn't offend anybody, they are certainly the candidates to receive the pure love of God. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. If anybody chants the holy name and he appreciates, he glorifies others, and if he doesn't offend, then they are the candidates to receive the pure love of God. So it's here Narada Muni, like, by hearing this whole thing, what Prahlad is talking about Hanumanji, he's going into the ecstasy. And Maharaj here is saying that we should simply pray and follow these footsteps, the footsteps of all these great souls. So throughout this Bhagavatamrita, we are seeing one glorifying another, and Uh, Narada Muni is going in ecstasy. When someone is glorifying, some devotee is gloryfying another devotee, he is also becoming, ecstasy. So now we'll see. I'll just quickly run this. So Narada Muni, he'll go and he'll meet Hanumanji. He'll go to Kin Purusha Loka, and he sees Hanumanji, and he's particularly like praying his Ishtadev. Who is Ishtadev? Ishtadev is Lord Ramachandra. Hmm. And how he is praying, that is very important. He is praying as if the same person, Lord Rama, is there. There is just the deities. Actually, he's not. When we are worshipping the deity, sometimes we see him as a deity. We doesn't see the deities as a person, right? At least I'm not. So here, this is the lesson. This is the underlying point that we all have to note, that Hanumanji is with so much of personal attention, with so much of seriousness, with so much of love and affection. He's as if like Ramji is there. Like that, he is worshipping the deity. And he was also singing, dancing, for the pleasure of the Lord. Suddenly, when he heard like some Gandharvas, they were reciting the Valmiki, this Ramayana. Hanuman became jubilant, and then he went there and he got absorbed in that bliss. So Narada Muni, he saw all this, and he became, he went into ecstasy, and he started loudly calling out the Lord's name, saying, Jai Raghunath, Jai Raghunandan, Jai Janaki Kanta, like that. The minute Hanumanji heard all these names, Hanumanji just saw from where the sound is coming. He saw from that sky, from up, and he saw, and there, like Narada Muni was glorifying his Lord. He rushed, he ran there, and he embraced Narada Muni, and they both started chanting the holy name of Rama together. They had tears in their, because of that ecstasy, they had tears in their eyes, and then they were shivering, and they were so happy, they were hugging again and again, and dancing, hugging so tightly, one from the sky, and then this Hanumanji going in the top. Just imagine, it somehow got this picture. uh, this is how it is, we can imagine. And Narada Muni, he cried and he said, oh Hanumanji, you are the greatest recipient of Lord, because you have received so much mercy, and you are the recipient of Krishna's mercy. So now Hanumanji says, um, please come to the temple first, and then he'll try to first he'll give a seat, and then he'll try to worship, but then Narada Muni will not allow him, and with this Veena, he'll start singing to his fullest of heart, and then he says, I've not seen anywhere in this creation, uh, nowhere I've seen someone like you who has received this uh, greatest mercy of the Lord. So Hanumanji, you cannot be compared to anyone. So, and then he says, you are an ocean of ecstatic bliss, ever fresh, always serving a Lord in every thing. It's a different way you serve, and he's saying, you're so happily you accept every role, like a servant, friend, carrier, seat, canopy, fan, umbrella, and foremost preacher. Everywhere he is there, right? We can witness. So then, and wherever there is that Ramakatha is going on, is recited, you have actually promised, you have taken a vow that you will be there. You'll be there. In fact, wherever there is a Ramkatha and wherever there is a Harinam, Hanumanji sits. And this Srila Prabhupada once, he was I don't know where the place. If anybody could remember, please say. Prabhupada says, yeah, I can see Narada Muni, I can see Hanumanji and all. Can anybody say which place Prabhupada actually says this? It is there in Lilamrita. Okay, so yeah. So wherever Ramakatha is there, you there, and then you also conquered Lanka, and you remain desireless and humble. Why desireless? It's actually Lanka was filled with so much of wealth. Uh, if anybody goes for anything, by seeing the wealth, they'll forget. But then he didn't add any such desire to take any wealth. He was so focused that he has to find only Sita Devi, and he was so humble, and he was very much absorbed in the service, in loving service, and. When Lord Rama offered him the boon, he prayed with the folded hands. My Lord, I do not desire liberation, for in that state I may forget that you are my master and I am your eternal servant. So we should make this thing. The prayers that the what do you call that? Underline this prayer. This is the whole prayer, but in that, this is like, the essence. He's saying, I may forget if I take anything. Same thing Prahalad Maharaj also says, I don't want anything, I want to serve you birth after birth. So this shows that here it's like a master and a servant. So here it comes the what devotional type, dasya. Right? Yeah. Now we'll see. I showed. Whom does he glorify next? Hanumanji. We'll see next. But can anybody guess?
Gopis Mataji.
Oh, don't go there yet. It's
Last one.
Yeah,
Pandavas.
last
Final one.
Pandavas.
Huh?
Yeah.
Pandavas.
Yes, Pandavas. Gopis are like the last, but
Last.
they are like, the best, no? So they are like the last, yeah. So we'll see that next week, Mataji. Sorry, I took little longer. I think we started little late, and if you all come early, we can start. And next time I'm not going to repeat the whole thing. I'll start from where I stopped, or maybe from Hanumanji. We'll discuss Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Really
much.
wonderful.
Anybody has
Thank
any
you, Bharati mataji.
comments, anything want to update me, please update Mataji. I'm becoming old, I'm forgetting so many things.
No, Mataji, your PowerPoints are very nice. You're telling it in a very nice flow. Very nice. Thank you.
Very
Mataji.
detailed.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you all.
Mataji, I have one question.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, what is the difference between Srimad Bhagavatam and Brhad Bhagavatam?
Brhad Bhagavatamrita is the essence of Bhagavatam. It's Steve, he couldn't say the whole thing, the 12 cantos. So still he wanted to. That's why he's like, glorifying the whole thing. In this 2 cantos are there. So simply it is an essence of a summary of Bhagavatam.
Okay.
So even in Bhagavatam, if you see, this whole thing will come, right?
Yeah.
So if someone doesn't have time like me, I just simply love this Brihad Bhagavatamrita. It's in the form of a story. I cannot understand the creation, all those things. I simply try to understand this and remember.
But name is Brhad means very...
Brihad, Maha Bhagavatam.
I thought Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, big. Brhad Bhagavatamrita is more detailed,
This is yeah,
అధ్యాయ
it's a more detailed, but it is condensed. Now, like let's say we have milk, we can't drink the
ఓకే
whole thing, so they have made it more sweeter,
ఓకే
more condensed, and giving us in a short.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ.
Beautiful Mataji. So you please come not for me, but to hear this Mataji.
యా యా మాతాజీ, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Hare Krishna.
మాతాజీ హరే కృష్ణ. చిన్న డౌట్ మాతాజీ. సో ప్రజెంట్ అంటే మనకు భాగవతం క్యాంటోస్ లాగా క్యాంటోస్ లో అధ్యాయాల లాగా ఉంటుంది కదా. సో ఇప్పుడు బృహత్ భాగవతంలో ఎలా ఉంటుంది మాతాజీ?
బృహద్
జస్ట్
భాగవతంలో
స్టోరీస్
2
లాగా.
క్యాంటోస్ ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్
Okay.
క్యాంటోలో 7 చాప్టర్స్, సెకండ్ క్యాంటోలో 7 చాప్టర్స్. ఫస్ట్ క్యాంటోలో వచ్చేసి ఆమ్, మనము త్రూ నారద మనము ఎవరు భక్తరు గ్రేట్ భక్త అని అంటే భగవంతుని ఒక కృప ఎవరు తీసుకున్నారు అనేది మనం చూస్తాం. సెకండ్ క్యాంటో
డివోటీస్ గురించి.
డివోటీస్ గురించి.
ఓకే.
సెకండ్ దాంట్లో ఒక త్రూ గోపకుమార నుంచి మనము ఒక ఎలా మనం ఒక మంత్రం తీసుకుంటే ఎలా వెళ్తాము, ఎలా వెళ్తాము అనేది
జర్నీ ఆఫ్ సోల్ టు బ్యాక్ టు కృష్ణ.
బ్యాక్ టు కృష్ణ. అది ఇంకా
Very
స్వీట్
good.
మాత్రమే. సెకండ్ వన్ ఇంకా స్వీట్ గా ఉంటుంది.
సో ప్రజెంట్ మీరు చెప్పేది ఏ అధ్యాయంలో ఉంది మాతాజీ ఇప్పుడు?
ఫస్ట్ క్యాంటో 4వ చాప్టర్, 4వ చాప్టర్.
ఓకే, ఇంకా 3 ఉన్నాయి.
అవును.
హరి బోల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ మాతాజీ. అసలు
హరే కృష్ణ.
రియల్ గా చాలా అంటే చాలా అద్భుతంగా చెప్తున్నారు. చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్
మాతాజీ
మాతాజీ.
మీరు ఇంకా ఒక అద్భుతమైన ఇదే క్లాసు ఇంకా మంచిగా ఉంటుంది మాతాజీ. డిసెంబర్ మాతాజీ అనురాధ మాతాజీ.
యాక్చువల్లీ గౌరంగ్ దర్శన్ ప్రభు వస్తున్నారు డిసెంబర్ 9th to 15th. ఆయన బృహద్ భాగవతామృత భక్తి సెంటర్ లో డైలీ మార్నింగ్ ఇస్తున్నారు క్లాస్, భాగవతం క్లాస్ 8 to 10.
హరి బోల్ మాతాజీ.
ఈవినింగ్ మాతాజీ.
మార్నింగ్ అండి.
మార్నింగ్
మాతాజీ
8 o'clock,
తెలుగు
8:30.
ఇంగ్లీష్
ఇంగ్లీష్.
ఓకే.
కానీ మీరు అటెండ్ చేయండి మాతాజీ, ఎందుకంటే ఇట్ గివ్స్ ప్రభుజీ చాలా బాగా చెప్తారు. సింపుల్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఉంటుంది అండ్ మహారాజ్ ది వీళ్ళది అన్ని బాగా కవర్ చేస్తారు. అది
అటెండ్ అయ్యాం మాతాజీ ఇంత ముందు, చాలా బాగా చెప్తారు.
ఆ
ఈవెన్
బృహద్
భక్తి శాస్త్రి
భాగవతామృత
కూడా
ఫస్ట్ టైం
విన్నాం.
చెప్తున్నాడు ప్రభుజీ.
అవునవును, బృహద్ భాగవతం
ఇది ఫస్ట్ టైం. అవును మాతాజీ. హరే కృష్ణ.
అంటే ఆయన
గౌరవ్
చాలా
ప్రసాద్ ప్రభుజీ అంటున్నారు కదా మాతాజీ మీరు?
గౌరంగ్ దర్శన్ ప్రభు.
దర్శన్ ప్రభుజీ. ఓకే. పిల్లలకి క్లాసెస్ జరుగుతున్నాయి మాతాజీ. ప్రభుజీ చాలా పిల్లలకి ఏ విధంగా చెప్పాలో ఆ విధంగా క్లియర్
పిల్లలకి చెప్తాడు. ట్యూస్డే రోజు ఏమో తెలుగు క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి ఈవినింగ్ 7:30కి. మళ్ళీ థర్స్డే రోజు ఇంగ్లీష్ లో ఉంటుంది ప్రభుజీ క్లాస్.
థర్స్డే వినిపిస్తాను నేను పిల్లలకి.
ఇప్పుడు పిల్లలకి, బట్ ట్యూస్డే రోజు
ఇవాళ
తెలుగులో
ఉంది
క్లాస్ అవుతుంది.
మాతాజీ, ఇవాళ ఉంది మాతాజీ క్లాస్.
ఇవాళ ఉంది. అండ్ రోజు మార్నింగ్ 7 to 7:45 గీతా ప్రవాహం అని నిన్నటి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేశారు ప్రభుజీ. 2 days
మాతాజీ
అయింది.
కొంచెం లింక్లు పెడతారా మాతాజీ?
పెడతా, నేను ఈ గ్రూప్ లో
గీతా
పెట్టేస్తాను.
ప్రవాహం ఇంత ముందు కూడా చెప్పారు కదా మాతాజీ.
చెప్పారు కానీ ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ లైవ్
మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నారు.
30 days. నిన్న ఒక
30
సెషన్ అయింది,
days.
ఈ రోజు మార్నింగ్ ఒక సెషన్ అయింది. 40
నిన్నటి
minutes.
లింక్ ఉందాం ఇందులో
పంపిస్తా.
మనకి. ఓకే
జూమ్ లింక్ ఉంది,
Zoom link
మామూలు
మాతాజీ?
యూట్యూబ్ లింక్స్ ఉన్నాయి. చెప్పండి.
సేమ్ జూమ్ లింకా?
సేమ్ జూమ్ లింకే నేను పంపిస్తాను మీకు.
ఓకే మాతాజీ.
ఛానల్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయండి, మీరు ఎవరికైనా కావాలంటే దాంట్లో సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి.
మేము అందరం అందులో ఉన్నాం మాతాజీ, వింటున్నాం. కాకపోతే నిన్న